Hey everybody, I'm a little late. Gosh, I'm almost 10 minutes late. Sorry about that. My technology was not working. I'm Leslie with the Plaid Poodle, and welcome to my Monday mini card class. We're going to learn some more about ink blending. The month of January, I've been coming on every Monday at 10 a.m. Central and sharing different ways to use ink blending in your card making or paper crafting projects. So today is going to be a fun one using embossing folders. If you're here, please say hello. I love to chat with you. I'd like to know if anybody's out there. Hey, Kim, thank you. Can you hear me okay? Again, I apologize for being late. You know, my laptop or my MacBook updated, and it seems like every time I get an update, I have problems connecting my camera, which is my iPhone, to my software that I use for these live streams. So, of course, I turned it on and nothing was working. So, just a small panic, but we're doing good. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. Let's pull it in front. I'm sorry, it's going to be kind of right in front of my face. And thank you. Kim can hear me. Hi, Kay. I wonder if I moved this. There we go. That's a little better. You can see my big, not a Stanley. It's a fake Stanley. I've been trying to drink 3 of these a day. I can get 3 cups of water in here, so I've been trying to do 3 a day. I'm not having much success, but I hope you're all doing good and had a great weekend. Hi, Kat. Good, you can hear me and see me. Good. I always like to make sure that's working, and it seems like every time I come on here, my nose starts running. Kim says she loves the shelf area behind me. I should do a craft room tour. Maybe I'll do a video and put it up of because I rearranged everything. I did a deep purge. I still have a closet full that I want to go in and organize, but the outer area I recently rearranged a lot of things. I had everything kind of along all the walls, and actually these shelves behind me I had a work table that sat on top of them. It's counter height, and it was just taking up so much room. So I turned them in. I don't know if you can see where they meet. Right there. I turned them into just shelving, and it was perfect for my inks right here. The top shelf, they fit perfectly, and so this last week I moved my bulletin board around and did a few little different things. So thank you for that. Okay, I was going to turn the camera around. Forgot where I was at. There we go. I wanted to, let's get this straight. Can you guys see that okay? It looks like it's not backwards. There we go. I just had the card upside down. Okay, if you are local to me, I live in Lee Summit, Missouri, which is a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. And yay, our team won last night. We are going to the Super Bowl, so I'm excited about that. Kat says it all looks great. Good, so you can see everything okay. I never know if my camera height is good, or I'm not quite a professional at all this, as you guys know. Okay, if you are local to me, my class is going to be, my 2 classes are going to be on Thursday, February, it's either 8th or 9th. It's that second Thursday of the month. We're going to make 4 cards. I'm still working on the 4th card. I'm going to be using the, what is it called? The Painted Lavender bundle for the 4th card. I'm going to get that done today and then hopefully post all the cards. But these are the first 3 cards that I've completed for the class. We're using this cute little ice cream. I think it's called Ice Cream Swirl. So we're going to make that card. We're going to make this little card. I'm in a springtime mood. And we're going to use this card using the free, beautiful papers from the celebration brochure. And this is the, we're going to use this stamp set today, I think. What is it called? Perennial Postage. So those are the first 3 cards. And like I said, I have one more card coming. The registration is up over on theplaidpoodle.com, and I can also put a link in the description when I'm done here if you'd like to register for that class. Next Monday is the deadline because I need time to cut all the pieces for everybody. But I just wanted to share that those are the three cards. We've got one more coming. Kat says, yes, go Chiefs. So exciting. They are going to the Super Bowl again. I know, who can believe it? And Kat is traveling back from Texas on the 8th. Well, safe travels, Kat. We're getting some of the Texas weather. It's going to be 50s this week, so I am very excited about that. Oh, Kat loves my nail polish. These are press-on, fancy press-on nails. I had to do a demonstration this weekend for a virtual demonstrator event, and I thought, my hands look awful. And a girlfriend of mine had one of those red aspen parties. They're red aspen press-on nails. Hopefully they'll come off. But yeah. They're kind of fun. I don't really like to craft with long nails because it's harder. Okay, this is the card we're going to make today. I don't know if you can see the glitter. I used glitter today. I've been seeing a lot of glitter on the Instagram, and I thought, I think I have some old glitter laying around. So I put some glitter in the centers of the flowers. So that was kind of fun. But I'm going to show you how to use your embossing folders and inking, because we've been working on the inking technique. Trying to think of the word. I'll go over what we've done here while we wait and see if anybody more is going to join us. The first week we did the emboss resist, where we inked over the embossing white embossed beehives, and we used our stamping blender brushes to ink over the embossed area. And then last week we did this one where we used stencils, and then I also blended a little bit on the butterfly wings, and we did one more, but I don't know where it is. Didn't we because we've done 4. This is the 4th one. Can't even remember. Well, I'll pull it out here somewhere. In all my organization, I don't know where anything is now. But anyway, today we're going to learn how to use embossing folders with ink blending. So it's really fun and it's really easy. It's kind of a beginner project. You will need a embossing machine because we're going to use the embossing folders. And I am using our Countryside Blossoms embossing folder. And again, I apologize for the shaking. I just cannot figure out how to mount this camera off the table. I really need to hang it from the ceiling, but that would be a big chore, and I'm not sure my husband would be up for that. But anyway, I'll try very hard not to shake the table, but again, I apologize for that. That is why I've got my camera stand on the table, and it seems like every time I do anything on this table, the whole thing shakes. Okay, so to make the card, if I put this on the floor, and then I won't be having to grab it, I'll just put it right there beside me on the trash can. I'm using boho blue, and I made a card base. This one is 8.5 by 5.5. And I scored it right down the middle at 4 1/4. So it's going to be a not a landscape, but a whatever card, A2 sized card. And then the first layer I used is going to be our embossed piece. So for that, I cut a piece of basic white cardstock that measures 5 by 4 1/4. It's just 1/4 of an inch smaller than the card base. Portrait, thank you, Kay. Portrait mode card. And I've got my folder here. Now, when you have your embossing folders, there's an emboss side and there's a deboss side. And you can do both. For this one, I'm going to do the emboss side, which is always going to be the side that has the little Stampin' Up! Emblem in the front. This is the background raised. Now, we could do this side, which is the pattern raised, and I did that one here. There's not much of a difference, but on the emboss side, your pattern is more white. The white paper comes through. On the deboss side, it was just a little bit more blue. But both look really pretty, and you just need to play around with whatever embossing folder that you have and that you're going to use. Now here's one, I forget what the name of this one is. This is the emboss side, and this embossing folder does have these, what would you call that? Vintagey, I forget what to call it, kind of shabby chic raised areas. So that is not, that's just the folder and how it imprints. But that is the emboss side. So you can see how the ink the white came up, and this is the deboss side. So you just need to play around with your different embossing folders and see what you like, or what you for your project you prefer. So it's really easy. We're going to take some boho ink. And again, I'm going to use my blending brush, and I'm going to pull in my little, actually, no, I'm not. This is the little mat, silicone mat that comes with the glass mat that if you join Stampin' Up! During Celebration, which is January and February, you can choose to get this mat free with your kit, and it comes with the silicone mat and also a little gray buffing chamois to clean your whatevers, but I don't know where it is right now. All right, show you the chamois. I am going to just go ahead and put the ink directly on my glass mat because I found that I can pick up more ink that way than just, you can also just swirl it on your ink pad, but I found that doing it this way you can pick up more ink at a time. So I'm going to do it that way. And the table's going to shake. I apologize. I've really got to figure something out. I ordered a part off of Amazon, and that did not work. So all I'm doing is picking up the ink and then just swirling it on the inside of this embossing folder. I'm just covering the area. There's no skill involved at all. I'm not using a whole lot of pressure because I only want the outside or the raised portion to pick up the ink. Some of the unraised portion will pick up some ink, but it'll be okay. All right, and then I'm just gonna wipe this off with a baby wipe here so we don't get it all over our white paper. And then this is not a 3D embossing folder, so I only need my number 1 plate and the 2 number 3 plates. And I am just going to very carefully, gingerly lay my piece of basic white in the folder. And then we're going to run it through the embossing machine or die cutting machine. And I love how this one turned out. See how the raised areas were filled with color, and then the background, or the background is filled with color, and the raised areas are more white. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. I haven't done this in a long time. This is an old technique, really fun. I'm loving going back and doing some of these old-timey, or just things that I forget about. And then I'm just going to adhere that to my card front. This is going to be our background. I didn't use any Designer Series paper on this card because the embossing folder did all the work for us. I don't know if there's a right or wrong on this. I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to try and, I usually stand up to do this. Oh, somebody told me, let's see, to do it this way. This was a tip I got. Oh, my dog is wanting to go out. She is going to have to wait. There we go. So there's the card front. Isn't that pretty? I mean, you could just put a sentiment on that and call it good, but we're gonna add some things to ours. I am going to add my sentiment, which is I think it's a 1.5 inch by 4 inch, 1.5 inch by 4 inch piece of basic white, and then I am framing that with a 1 5/8 by 4 inch piece of the boho blue. And I'm going to stamp that sentiment over on the left hand side. So we have room to put our little flowers, our flower embellishments. I'm using my Stamparatus. It's a stamp placement tool. I think we talked about this last week, that it is no longer available, but there are other stamp placement tools on the market. When I use my red cling stamps, these red rubber stamps, and it's a sentiment, and I'm not going to die cut it out, I always like to use my stamp placement tool just to get it right. I think I told you guys last week that I stick a piece of Post-it note and test it out and make sure it's straight. So I've got this all situated so it will stamp straight. And I'm using Night of Navy, another one of our blues. Over, like I said, over on the left-hand side, because we needed to leave room for our flowers. And the sentiment I'm using is from the Perennial Postage. I have been using this a lot. In fact, we used it last week for this one. Thank you for your friendship. And then I think I used it, here, the same one here on the cards, one of the cards we're going to make in class. So I love the font, and there's a Mother's Day on there, which is going to be nice. Just a lot of nice sentiments. It comes with, or the bundle, if you purchase the bundle, you get several little postage outlines that look like a postage stamp. So I think that's why it's called perennial postage. That is in our new what do you call it? Our new mini catalog, our January through April mini catalog. And if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like a catalog, I'd be happy to get one out to you. Just contact me or message me, and we can make that happen. Right now, when you purchase $50 or more, you can earn a free celebration item through January and February. And those are while supplies last. I haven't looked at the inventory yet to see if any of the celebration items have sold out. And I'm using our multi-purpose liquid glue to give me a little bit of a wiggle room to get that tag on there just right. Our celebration brochure looks like this. So there's different stamp sets, dies, paper. This is what I was talking about for our class, or the card we're going to make in class. I used the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. So beautiful. So anyway, that's a good deal. So you get a free something with every $50 increment. There's no limit. You can order, you know, as much as you want, and for every $50 you spend, you get a free item. Okay, now I'm just going to adhere this to our card front, kind of on the lower 1/3 of it. And if you are in my mailing list, I will send out the project recipe for this card. On Tuesdays, I send out an email with the free card tutorial, and it'll be a step-by-step PDF with all the measurements, all the supplies I've used. I will list all the supplies in the description when I'm done here today, though. But if you want all the details, you can go over to the, well, I think in the description there's a place to sign up for my free tutorials. So just click on that link and you can get it by tomorrow. They go out at 5 a.m. Central. Hi, Carol. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to embellish it with these flowers. And I love this embossing folder. It's the Country Side Blossoms. It's in our annual catalog. And you can view the catalogs on my blog as well. There's a tab, you can go there and view all the catalogs online too. But I thought the flowers from the Darling Details, this is from our annual catalog as well. It is a stamp set, and you can purchase it as a bundle with the coordinating dies. But I thought the flowers I just thought they coordinated really well with the flowers on the embossing folder. So, so we're going to stamp those. And I've just got just kind of a scrap of basic white. Carol says, is that Valamu embossed? No, I embossed, I ink blended some boho blue ink on the embossing folder, and then we ran it through and it created that look. Hey, Stephanie. She loves the cards. Gotta run. Take care. You take care too. Thanks for hopping on. Okay, so the little flowers, I just did an outline in the Night of Navy. And I did 2. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? There we go. And I'm not going to worry about it because I already did it before we all hopped on here. I went ahead and stamped and die cut them out. So you didn't have to watch me do that. And then I also did 2 sets of these leaves. And this is in Granny Apple Green. Let's see, where's the dot? The stamp set comes with the outline and then the 2-step, the fill, but I'm not going to use the fill on my card. I just wanted the outline, and we're going to do a little ink blending on there. And then I did just the outline, and I did use the filler on the leaves. So I'm going to fill these in, hopefully. This is another thing that I would normally stand up to do. I did pretty good. Then I took a little of the Bubble Bath pink ink and one of our little mini blender brushes, and I just kind of patted just in the center. I didn't want to smear the Night of Navy, so I just to give it a little bit of something something. And then they turned out like this. So cute. I'm not sure let's see. I didn't do it on these, so we're gonna have to do it again. Okay, so here's my 2 leaves that I die cut. Here's my 2 flowers. Thank you, Kay. So I am going to go ahead and do this again. I went ahead and die cut these all before y'all came on, or before I went on, just to save a little time. I'm not filling the whole flower. I'm just kind of the center and then kind of blending it out from the center. It's almost like this little flower is blushing. I can't remember the last time I blushed. I don't know if I've ever blushed. Do you guys blush? I get real hot when I'm embarrassed, so maybe that's blushing. Okay, so I'm going to take some Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just going to put one right in the center of these flowers. I think it'll hold it just fine because I want to be able to tuck those leaves down underneath. So I'm putting a Stampin' Dimensional right in the middle. Oops. And I'm going to figure out where I want this. I think that looks good. Again, my nose just starts itching and running every time I get on here. I noticed last week that there's a lot of sniffling going on. So embarrassing. Okay, and then these leaves, I just cut that 3rd leaf off. I didn't really care for it anyway. And then I used a little of the multi-purpose liquid glue and kind of tuck them underneath. the flowers. And then I took these 2 leftover ones. And just they're kind of peeking out over here on this side. I think they'll still fit in the envelope. That way. Kim really loves this card. Oh, thank you. It's so fun and pretty easy. Now, like I said, I put a little glitter. I don't know if the camera picks it up. I've just been seeing a lot of glitter on the Instagrams. So I went to see, and I did have, Stampin' Up! Doesn't currently carry glitter, but I had some old glitter. You know, you can get glitter anywhere. And this one, I just kind of spread the glue around, so there's like a little blob of glitter. So I'm not sure I don't know if you can see it. But this time I'm going to try just to put little dots of glue on these little things on the inside. Is that the stamen? I can't remember. I can't remember my biology. So instead of smearing that glue all around, I don't know. Now it looks like I've got some glitter balls on there. So I'm not sure the glitter is my favorite thing, but I just thought it would be fun to add a little sparkle. Wonder if I kind of mushed those down. Yeah, I kind of like that better. Anyway, it adds a little sparkle to the card. Kind of fun. It is the flower centers. Yes, that's where the glitter is, Kim. The flower centers. So, and now we have glitter everywhere. Not really. It's not too bad. You could also put some little sequins or embellishments in there if you wanted to add a little sparkle, or paint it with your Wink of Stella pen. We did that last week, I think. Yeah, I've got the Wink of Stella on the butterfly wings. I don't know if you can see that, but that would be kind of fun too, to add a little sparkle. Kay says it dresses it up a smidge. Yeah. And a glitter brush. Yeah, like the Wink of Stella. And I think Carol said something. Sorry guys, my camera or my laptop is so far away. Carol said she has the stamp set, so we'll be casing your card. Oh, that's such a compliment. Thank you. And it was really easy, right? Really fun. I enjoyed it. It's very pretty. So that is ink blending using your embossing folders. We just swirled some ink on there, ran it through the embossing machine, and then you get this look. So fun. And then I'll go over our other ones. Last week we did this one. We ink blended with stencils. And that was something I hadn't done in forever. So that was really fun. And then we did the Emboss Resist. I think we did this one the first week. And then we did something else the second week that I can't remember. And who knows where the card is. So, um, but that was really fun. So that was January, ink blending, different ink blending techniques. So thank you guys for joining me every week. February, we'll be working on something new. I haven't really decided what to do. I was thinking maybe 3D projects or fun fold cards. I don't know. So if you have a preference, comment and let me know if you would rather see 3D projects or fun fold cards. And I think we'll do one of those during the month of February every Monday. So thank you guys again for joining me. You guys have a great week. We are just flying high here in Kansas City. The sun is out. It's going to be almost 50 degrees. I think I'll go on a walk later. And the Chiefs won. So we're in a good place right now. And I hope you guys are too. So we will see you next Monday. Happy stamping. Whoops.